E salve a tutti ragazzi e bentornati sul canale, io sono Blizzard e rieccoci con Batman The Telltale Series, pronti a iniziare l'episodio 2. Facciamoci un piccolo recapino. Nell'episodio 1, per farvela breve, quello che è successo che in realtà il nostro Bruce Wayne, il suo nome, la famiglia Wayne, è infangato. Infatti la giornalista, la stampa, la città di Gotham è venuta a conoscenza, mettiamo a virgolette a conoscenza, che la famiglia Wayne, quindi Martha e Thomas Wayne, i genitori di Bruce, facevano affari loschi con Falcone, Carmine Falcone. Batman, ovviamente, alias Bruce Wayne, voleva indagare su questo fatto e infatti lui non ci credeva. È andato direttamente da Falcone e a quanto pare le cose sembrano essere veritiere. Thomas e Martha avevano affari loschi con lui. Ha chiesto spiegazioni ad Alfred, però Alfred è rimasto lì come per dire io non so niente, non so che dire e bla 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 bla. Detto questo ragazzi, direi subito di iniziare l'episodio 2 e vedere un po' il da farsi. Ah, vedi, fa anche il riepilogo, meglio ancora, così capite meglio di quello che spiego io nell'episodio precedente.
Revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
È vero, abbiamo incontrato anche Pinguino.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. Bye, Bat.
This is Selina.
How many? I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Ah, Christ almighty! It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Bene, spero che le idee ora siano più chiare.
You don't have to do this. Only you now, Master Bruce.
Siamo nel vicolo dove i genitori di Bruce sono stati uccisi.
The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away.
Stanno facendo pezzi della mia
It's all so
famiglia, me lo hai
public and
nascosto.
messy.
Me lo hai nascosto.
How could you hide this from me, Alfred? For all these years.
What would you have me do? You were a child.
Beh, anche questo è vero.
I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
Non sono corrotto.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm. Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Non me l'hai mai detto. Lavoravano insieme?
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door.
Quindi Alfred era contrario a tutto ciò ed è rimasto con noi solo perché eravamo ragazzini.
I hope you can forgive me.
Mi hai deluso, non sono pronto. Siamo ancora una famiglia.
You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big.
Chill non lo conoscevo. Mio padre aveva nemici. Qualcuno mi ha detto, mio padre aveva nemici, visto che era corrotto.
Was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think. You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
E vabbè, non ho capito. Dopo 20 anni dobbiamo cercare i ricordi. Va bene. Vicolo laterale.
I want him standing here. Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
Chiedergli perché.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Graffiti.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
Volevo essere come
I always
lui.
wanted to be brave, just like him.
E
And you
invece...
are. He would be so proud to see that you took a different path.
Cinema.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, you don't have to do this. And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe.
Do I really want to know?
Per muoverti usa LS.
Stay back!
Take whatever you want.
Nothing personal, just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this.
No, Falcone.
Che sta facendo uno sbaglio. Falcone è il mandante.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Bene. Sappiamo a chi dobbiamo fare visita di nuovo. GCPD, Gotham City Police Department.
Getting you in to see Falcone like this? I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. It's better not come back to
L'apprezzo,
bite
se
us.
vuoi sapere, me lo devi. Lo apprezzo.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time you disappeared behind closed doors with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about.
Non vuoi
Look,
saperlo,
I'm all
Falcone
for
uccise i miei
blind
genitori.
support, but I should at least know what I'm
Falcone
getting
uccise i
myself
miei
into.
genitori.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Dent, Mr. Wayne, welcome to the GCPD.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Now, ordinarily, we'd never let you in to see Falcone, but it must be nice to have a DA in your pocket, Mr. Wayne. Bend the rules whenever you need it.
Ci si aiuta tutti a vicenda.
One hand washes the other, Lieutenant.
Is that how it works?
Of course. Otherwise, everyone has dirty hands.
What he means is, we'll repay the favor in kind.
I'm gonna call you on that.
Perché Alfred se ne ricorderà? Non ci sta neanche Alfred qui.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back.
Ah, puoi dirlo
He
forte.
cares about doing the right
Batman è
thing.
eroe, credo sia un pazzo. Siamo fortunati ad averlo. Batman è un
Whoever
eroe.
he is behind the mask, Batman's a hero to me.
Yeah, it's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. You say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Andiamo a fare 4 chiacchiere con Falcone. Episodio 2. Children of Arkham.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a
Meriti morire in
week.
prigione. Hai fatto arrabbiare il ragazzo sbagliato.
Just like every other time
Dobbiamo
they tried
parlare.
to put me away.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son.
Proprio di lui dobbiamo
Yeah,
parlare.
that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Finché non hai assunto
Until
Chill.
you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family.
Mo non ci
I
allarghiamo,
thought you'd have
Falcone, è
figured
una
that out by
famiglia.
now. I tried to get through to you at dense party. You showed me
Non
the
sono
door.
affatto come te.
We are not family, Falcone. I'm nothing like you.
If you're anything like Thomas Wayne, then we're not so different. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine
Ah,
out,
zio
huh?
Carmine. Ah, bello. Ma quale zio è zio? Aspetta, però troppa morfina potrebbe ucciderlo, vero? Colpiscilo. Allevia il suo dolore. Allora, colpirlo non mi conviene perché comunque siamo in un posto di polizia e siamo nei panni di Bruce Wayne, quindi è meglio evitare. Vorrei tanto colpirlo, ragazzi, però allevia il suo dolore. Maledetto.
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas
Ho bisogno
Wayne
che tu sia
make?
lucido.
I need you coherent, or you would be gone already.
Oh, there it is. That Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth.
Non me la ricordo, me l'hai portata via. Non parlare di mia madre.
There's a kindness
Stiamo al
in you.
gioco. Cerchiamo di
Care
parlare.
about
Quindi
people.
non me la ricordo.
Even mean old bastards like me.
I lost her so young. I hardly remember anything about her.
She had steel in her, did Martha. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
Che cavolo.
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go!
Aveva comunque delle vene sulla bocca. Che diavolo è successo?
shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
C'è qualcosa di strano in lei.
We were this close.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're
Dobbiamo dire che è
investigating.
successo.
The usual.
Harvey's right. We need to control this story or someone else will.
Then we need the whole story, not just part of it.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Beh, chi meglio di Bruce Wayne, Detective Bruce Wayne, anzi Detective
Falcone's been
Batman.
murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Allora, cominciamo dalla pelle. Vedi?
Veins, still visible beneath her skin.
Collo.
Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Cosa ricorda?
Everything is such a blur.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to.
Come si è
No matter
sentita? Ha
what.
visto qualcuno?
The reasons why
Ha
I
visto
should've.
qualcuno?
They were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a
Vabbè, però
parent
scusami,
with a
uno che si è
child.
vicino con un lago,
The voice,
vicino al collo,
it
lo
was
vedi, che
saying something
cazzo.
about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Qualcuno l'ha salita. Ho trovato segni di puntura. Ho trovato segni di
I
puntura.
found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce! What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been
D'accordo, vado
telling
di
stories
fretta.
about some kind of lockdown.
Vado di fretta.
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Dove l'ha sentito?
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Listen, I owe you for those files on Falcone. I got a lot of credit at the Gazette for that story. Whatever's going on here, you can't afford to be associated with it. Let me help you. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something.
Niente da fare, Vicky, non ho tempo per
Just
questo.
give me something to run
Vabbè,
with.
diciamoglielo.
A police sergeant, Renee Montoya.
Wait, Sergeant Montoya?
You didn't get this from me.
Va bene ragazzi, io direi di fermarci qui per questa prima puntata dell'episodio 2. Voi come sempre mi raccomando spolliciate, commentate, mettete like e se ancora non l'avete fatto iscrivetevi al canale e noi ci rivediamo nella prossima puntata. Un saluto da Mizaragaret. Ciao a you!